Welcome to another edition of Biloxi A to Z. This is for Friday, November 12th, 2021. We'll tell you about a beehive of inactivity over at the Biloxi Water Department. For your weekend preview, one of the longest running events in the history of the Coliseum and Convention Center takes place this weekend, and we'll tell you why it's become so popular. We'll show you the latest masterpieces underway over on Main Street. We'll show you paving progress on Oak Street. We'll tell you about the latest on COVID-19 rates, and we'll take you out to Hiller, where we found golfers and geese in peaceful coexistence. But we begin today not with the top story, but with the word of the day in Biloxi: transformational. It's what you're seeing right now. Down on Highway 90, you can see the hauling, edging, sweeping, trimming, more trimming, and even more hauling. You can see all of that. It's work designed to create a more inviting and visually appealing presence along our front beach. It's all been done before, you say, but this work stands to be transformational in many ways. More than 100 truckloads of sand were removed before cruising the coast, but it was not about cruising. Hundreds more truckloads have been removed since then, but it's not about the sand either. It's about transforming the overall appearance of Highway 90 to provide a more appealing streetscape. Work is expected to continue until December 1st. Mayor Gillich continues to monitor the project, which is a project itself that is transformational. You have the city, the county, and the Tourism Commission all pitching in to hire a private contractor to take a holistic approach to beautifying the medians of Highway 90. Limbs and fronds continue to be clipped at higher levels for a safer and cleaner view. Medians continue to be edged, and more sand will be removed between now and December 1st. The mayor says he's been encouraged, but he wants to make sure that this project, which could cost anywhere from $600,000 to $800,000, he wants to make sure that it produces everything it should. So far, the reviews have been outstanding. It's been a gauntlet of work, and motorists are reminded to continue to drive carefully. A couple of other transformational projects that we've told you about took dramatic steps this week. New exterior walls went up at the Josette's building. That's where 21 market rate apartments and retail are expected to be in place in 90 to 120 days. The construction fences have come down over at Community Bank, and the handrails have been installed and painted on the balcony. They're aiming for a January opening. The Josette's project, the Community Bank project, and yes, the forthcoming Ground Zero Blues Club are all transforming vacant spaces to vibrant activity. It's the same thing over on Main Street, where artist Demetrius Gaydon is transforming the corner of Main and Division, perhaps the most famous corner in Ward 2, into a cultural showcase. His mural of Ward 2 icon Inez Thompson, who died November 1st, brought to life the exterior beige walls of Inez's lounge and cafe. And now Gaydon is using the building's northern wall to immortalize another milestone event in Biloxi's history, the beach wade-ins. Transformational. We'll have more on murals in coming weeks. And now this. The Biloxi Water Department reads meters electronically these days. Each meter is pinged regularly from cell towers across the city, but workers still have to go into the in-ground meter boxes from time to time. They have found snakes, needles, roaches, lots of roaches, notes from residents who think the meters are still read the old-fashioned way, and even an occasional beehive. That was the case last week at this North Biloxi home, where the bees apparently had flown the coop. Bees, snakes, and residents are reminded not to tamper with the electronic meters. Billing Supervisor Diane Merrill says that people sometimes will open that box and disconnect it, thinking it won't be read. That's when it has to be manually read, and that's usually when a tampering fee is applied to the account. Diane means business. Check out the pavement on Oak Street. The base coat of asphalt is in place. You can also see the new curbing, gutters, and sidewalks on connecting streets as well. It's a huge project. It's 2 of them, in fact, underway on Point Cadet right now. You can get the latest on the infrastructure progress, and you can see detailed maps right here on the city's website. The Biloxi City Council will meet on Tuesday at 1:30 in the afternoon at City Hall. The meetings are open to the public. You can see the agenda right here on the city's website, and you can watch the meeting as it happens right here on Tuesday at 1:30. And here are a couple of reminders. If you see piles of trash in the public right-of-way, please call the Biloxi Public Works Department, 228-435-6271. Ask for that location to be put on the pickup list. You can also email cross@biloxi.ms.us. This is also a good time to sign up for traffic alerts from the city. It takes just a minute and it's free. Text Biloxi to 99411. It's an abbreviated report today. Here's what you need to know. In one 24-hour period this week, 299 new cases of COVID-19 and 4 new deaths were reported across the state. 18 new cases were reported during one 24-hour period this week in Harrison County. Here's the big picture since this all began 19 months ago. More than 500,000 Mississippians have contracted COVID-19 since this all began. The pandemic has claimed more than 10,000 lives in Mississippi. In Harrison County, the pandemic has seen nearly 35,000 cases of COVID-19, with more than 500 deaths in Harrison County since the pandemic began. There was also some other news on the COVID front this week. Governor Tate Reeves says that now that more than 3 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in Mississippi, and with COVID-19 infections and resulting hospitalizations being effectively managed, the governor says it's time to end the COVID-19 state of emergency in Mississippi. In fact, the governor announced on Thursday that the state of emergency, which has been in place since March of 2020, will end on Saturday, November 20th, 2021. This state of emergency had enabled the State Department of Health and MEMA to ramp up coordination among all state and local agencies and enable them to fast-track coordination at all levels of government. The State Health Department also warns that cases from adults ages 25 to 39 are the highest numbers of new cases, even though the majority of people who have died from COVID-19 are over the age of 65. As of November 9, there were 158 people hospitalized in Mississippi with confirmed COVID-19 cases. Of those, 61 were in the ICU and 33 were on a ventilator. The majority of those hospitalized are not vaccinated, says the State Department of Health. Memorial Hospital has a COVID-19 walk-in vaccine clinic. It's in Biloxi at 189C Walmart Lane. The clinic is open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and appointments are encouraged. For more information, visit wearememorial.com or call the number on your screen. For more information about vaccinations, links to appointments, and safety protocols, visit the city's website at biloxi.ms.us. You can also call the Mississippi COVID-19 hotline at 877-978-6453 to schedule a COVID-19 vaccination. Public ice skating is back at the Coast Coliseum this weekend. You can find 90-minute sessions, $13 per person, which includes skates. You can find those 90-minute sessions tonight, Saturday afternoon and evening, and Sunday afternoon into the early evening. To see the complete schedule, visit the Coast Coliseum website. And speaking of the Coast Coliseum, the convention center next door is turning into Christmas City. Joining me now is Ron Myers of Ron Myers Productions. This weekend we have the huge Christmas City. Hello, Ron. Welcome.
Hey, Vincent. Glad to be up here.
How long have you been doing this? I'm talking about productions, period.
Well, this is our 38th year. Started in 1981, did a couple years down in Gulfport, and I have been in the Coliseum, Biloxi, for 36 years.
Now, Conway Twitty used to play there about 3 times a year. So are you the longest running tenant now? Or
One of them. I'm up there like number 1 or number 2. They may have some of the Mardi Gras events and that, but I think...
Explain to those who don't know what Christmas City is.
Christmas City is a gift show, a variety of thousands of different gifts from, you name it, you imagine it, it's most likely there. And I bring exhibitors from all over the United States, and they come here to Biloxi for 3 days, and they sell some of the greatest Christmas gifts you can give to the ones you love. And the good thing about this year, we have no supply chain shortage. We've got plenty of things.
How many arts and crafts people do you have in vendors and exhibitors?
We have a total of 300 booths, about 250 exhibitors, because a lot of them have bigger booths. Some are arts and crafts, some are one-of-a-kind items, some are those, you know, the slice them, dice them, cut them, chop them.
Everything.
We have them.
But now, before we go any further, give people an idea quickly of when it is, and we'll come back.
Okay. Today, 10 to 4, Veterans Appreciation. They get $2 off, veterans and spouse. And then we close, and at 5:30, we reopen with Shoppers Paradise, adults only shopping. And then tomorrow, Saturday, 9 to 5:30, and Sunday from 10 to 4 inside the Coliseum. And the good news is the ticket price includes parking.
What is the ticket price?
$10.
$10? Usually you pay $10 just to park there.
Well, I'm full of deals, Vincent. You ought to know that. And Shoppers Paradise is $15, but it's adults only on Friday night tonight only.
One of the things that I find interesting with this show is that you have a texting service.
Well, we can get instant information out to the vendors and to the customers, and that's how they win door prizes and free tickets through texting.
Because how does someone do this?
Text the word snow to 51660.
51660, the word snow, S-N-O-W.
Yep.
Any closing thoughts on Christmas City?
No, I just, I appreciate talking to you. Biloxi is just the perfect place to host an event this big. People come from Pensacola, Mobile, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and they love Christmas City. They love the beaches. They love the casinos and the food. So it's a winning combination for everyone.
For more on the weekend, visit the community calendar in the November issue of B News Monthly, or check out the calendar on the city's website. Finally, we leave you in the relative serenity at one of our favorite haunts, the pond at Hiller Park. This week, late one afternoon, we found Canada geese and golfers, disc golfers. Take it in for a moment, and we'll see you here again next week.